So I've been a musician my whole life. I started out playing the alto horn in my church band. I was okay, but I didn't really think that it was the instrument for me. I always found myself seeking out other instruments like the piano, guitar, the ukulele. I brought my alto horn to my middle school band to try and play it there, and the band director said that that instrument didn't exist. He was right. He stuck me in with the saxophones, and they were playing notes that I could barely even imagine. So he made the executive decision to move me to an instrument called the baritone. I was pretty decent at the baritone, a lot more solo parts came my way, but I still wasn't feeling as important as I thought I should be whilst a musician. So I played that up until the 8th grade, and I thought, I should take a break from band, find out what my other interests are. But I eventually returned in the 10th grade, only to find out that our band's tuba player graduated. The tuba is the most important part of any band. They are the foundation and the center and also the driving force of any song that is played. And so when our band director told me and my other baritone player if we wanted to step up, I volunteered because I wanted to take on that challenge. And I instantly fell in love. I was playing a lot of melodic parts that I didn't think were possible. And even in my school band, I was worried that it wasn't as challenging, but I took a lot of the independent working time to work on some solo material to work on for festivals, and I actually got to play in a few honors bands. My church band director was also excited because he was a tuba player that he shipped out a tuba from Philadelphia to Connecticut just so I could have one of my own. And I was lugging that thing around from school to church to home, and I would get comments from everyone like, "Oh man, she's such a tiny girl with such a big bag. Aren't you hurting yourself?" But none of that mattered because I was playing the instrument of my dreams. Through my church, I got to play in the Tournament of Roses, which was a 5.5-mile march with a tuba strapped on my back. But one of the best and most memorable moments of my high school tuba career was when I got to jam out to one of my favorite jazz songs with two of my best friends. When it was time for me to graduate, I lost 2 of my outlets for me to play the tuba. And it was really sad, and I felt very disconnected, moving to Chicago, doing a different life of comedy, which was exactly what I wanted, but I felt that something was missing the entire time. So when I went back the next summer, I asked my band director if I could take the tuba that was sent for me to be with me. And he said, as long as you're using it in comedy, I don't care. And so I brought that tuba with me to Chicago, and I've already gotten to play on 2 different Second City stages, and I'm seeking out a new jazz band to play with, but I know that this is the beginning of my new life with my tuba.